Leading retreats for me has been an important part of my faith journey because it's pushed me to not only know what I believe, but become comfortable in sharing my faith and talking about it. And being surrounded by a loving and motivated group of people has pushed me to become my best self.
My first encounter with CYC was as a camper at a retreat, and I was so impressed by the work that they were doing, and I just thought it was so cool that they were my age and that they were up there being able to share their stories, and I just felt like I could really relate to what they were saying, so I wanted to be a part of CYC, but I had no idea how much being the leadership team that was talking to that group of 100 or 200 middle and high schoolers, I had no idea how much that was going to impact me and my faith, and being able to work with this group of amazing people who are my age and who are growing in their faith alongside me has made me further my journey with Christ, and I feel like I have become a better Christian because of being on CYC.
I've always felt most connected to God whenever I've had the opportunity to work behind the scenes and work on a project in a meaningful way that has been able to help other people be able to experience and interact with God in a meaningful and impactful way. So I've always felt that being able to be a part of the leadership and the behind the scenes crew on these retreats and attending these retreats has been really impactful to both me and those that I've been able to help.
For me, being a certified lay servant has just kind of been being a person that has been open to do whatever I was called to do. If I was just called to work in the back room to help with sound, or if I was called to the front to speak, or if I was called halfway across the conference, to me that's what being a certified lay servant has been. It's impacted my life because through being a lay servant, I have been able to meet people from across the conference, but also share with them a message of hope that only comes from God and His love for us and His promise to sustain us.
So I'd like to talk about what the purpose of CYC is and how it is important to seeing all the people. So part of seeing all the people is making sure that all the people within the body of Christ are represented in what the body is doing. And if you aren't giving the youth of the conference representation in the body of Christ, then you aren't seeing all the people. And so by having an organization like CYC where the youth lead the conference and things like that, we get to speak before like annual conference, speak before the leadership of our conference, we are seeing all the people. We are representing the youth of our church in the body of Christ.
What CYC means to me is being a person who kind of connects youth across all of the conference, meaning I go out of my way to meet with this group of people and plan events for youth and multiple people, not just youth. We do annual conference and things like that. And I plan on just using the skills that I learned from it and transferring that to my real life, connecting people across all generations and showing the love of Christ through that.
Being a part of the first youth annual gathering has not only helped me to build relationships in my community, but also in my church. It helped me get to know what CYC is and what CYC does, and how important it is to have those good Christian relationships. I also was able to get to know what our conference does and how we work as Methodists.
For me, the first time I went to Youth Annual Gathering, I was really pushed into becoming a leadership role because I had 3 people from my church that was already on CYC, and just seeing the love and support they had from the rest of the conference really pushed me to become CYC. And I just wanted to show the love that they gave me to other people, and so I decided to join CYC and try to help the people that they helped me.
Okay, so this past year our conference started working with a ministry called See All the People. It is a group of teachings and things like that encourage churches to move beyond the 4 walls and to form intentional relationships with their community. So that was the theme of our past annual conference, and with that we have started a whole other series of retreats that you guys have gone to, things that you can participate with. There was even a scavenger hunt where we challenged you guys and the clergy and lay members across the conference to go and seek out the people in their communities. And so this upcoming year, we are also having another annual conference. So I really hope that you guys can get there. We do lots of awesome things that are inspired by our love of social justice in the United Methodist Church. There will be service projects and lots of unique things to do to connect with the churches within the conference.